Wrapping up another day here. Worked in a new environment today from, same old, start the day, meditated. I'd say ate clean, but Tuesday, you know the drill by now, 24-hour fast. I'm excited to break it in around an hour, probably gonna have a Greek yogurt bowl. I like to eat before I go to bed just because otherwise my sleep is poor. But today, I've worked like an absolute animal. From like 9 a.m. this morning till now. I just had a no-show, so I took my chance to walk back to our apartment. It's like 8:30 right now. And today has been, I was checking in between calls. I've literally been back-to-back on calls. 3 till now. Or like 2:30 till now. Managed to sneak away in between a no-show. And then I'm back to back until like 11, 12 tonight. And to top it off, checking in between calls and there's fires going off everywhere. And I'm like, wow, this is crazy. These are the things that people don't show. People show the highlight reels. People show the money, the Lambos. It's all bullshit. It's all for social media. These are the things that people should be showing. But you know what? I'm so glad I wasn't shown the bad parts, because one thing I am grateful for, when you start, you have this uninformed optimism. That's the first stage of entrepreneurship. When you start in a vehicle, you think it's going to be easy. You have no idea what to expect. Think about when you hear about SMMA, you're like, oh, it's great. I can make like 100k a month and I'll have 50 clients and I'll be in a beach in the middle of nowhere making 100k. You don't think about profit margins, team, fires, lawsuits, chargebacks, clients churning, building a good product, team culture. You don't think about any of these things. These are the things that matter, and these are the things that are hard. And this is the thing. I'm so grateful I didn't get told about all these things. Because 2 years ago, I wouldn't have ever started this. I would have never gone all in. Because the thought of doing all of those things would have scared me shitless. So I think you do have to be delusional when you start. You do need to think everything's going to be easy, because otherwise you won't do it. That's why all these YouTube gurus, they kind of do you a favour. I'm not here to sell you anything, so I'd rather just be honest with you. It's hard. Like today when I check in Slack and there's fires going off everywhere and I'm back to back, and I haven't had a day where I haven't taken calls in months. It can be overwhelming, man. Like, I know for a fact me 1 year ago couldn't handle what me right now handles. And that's the thing that you'll hear so many entrepreneurs saying. It's like, people wish they had my life. People really look at this, they're like, oh, I wish I was in Cameron's situation, man. Maybe they do, maybe they don't. But you've got to understand that, and this isn't me being egotistical, you probably couldn't handle it. I know me even 6 months ago couldn't handle this level of stress. The overwhelm, the late nights, the early mornings. It's a lot. But again, I was just on a walk. I've got no service right now, and I was just thinking. And I remember, this is another one of those points where people give up. Right? Pain is a prerequisite for success. Success only comes when you are deserving of it. It does not get handed to anybody. That's why people who talk and don't act have to put this front on online. The cars, the Gucci, all the bullshit. Doesn't really mean anything if you don't have internal peace. If you can't sit in a room by yourself and think, you know what? Everything I said I would do, I've done it. I can have nobody and I'd still be fine because I have myself and I can trust myself. But imagine that person that has to lie online, that has to buy the designer to look good online as a facade. But then when they're alone in a room by themselves, they have to live with a huge block of their mind, knowing that they lied, that they didn't show everything, that in order to get to where they had to get to, they had to buy, well, they had to like lie, right? I would hate that. I'd rather everybody be like, this guy's weird, man, what the fuck is he talking about online? But just know internally, I'm being true to myself, I'm being honest, keeping it real, because keeping it real is rare. Like, it's hard to find people that just don't lie. It's quite sad, actually, but anyway, complete tangent. Things went well today. The day's not over. Doubts crept in. It was not an easy day whatsoever, and it's not over, but it's a war. And being present, going on these walks, really great for the mind in situations like this. Sorry, I'm walking uphill if I sound tired. Apartment's like 20-30 minutes away. It's really great in moments like this to just get on a walk and think, because you look around, you're in the present moment. If you've read Stillness is the Key by Ryan Holiday, like, just being in that moment, still present, and realising none of this matters, man. This planet we're on, this life we live, the people we try and please, the external validation we want and we crave, and the internal validation we so desperately desire to become something, right? Probably stemming from childhood trauma of maybe not being enough, or thinking you wasn't worthy. I know that's probably it for me, but it's crazy, man. Just got to be grateful sometimes, you know? Realise that you're here once. Like, who cares what people think? It doesn't matter, because nothing matters. And the sooner you realise that, I think the better. Because I used to be like, I might seem it now that I don't really care what people think, but man, I was the worst for it. People pleaser. That was literally me. I was the class clown. My main focus would be, let me make a bunch of people laugh today so I get the external validation of feeling like I'm worthy, of feeling like people like me. I used to get a buzz off people knowing me in high school. Like, if somebody knew me and I didn't know them, they were like, oh, it's Cameron England. I'd love that. Like, that was my sense of happiness. How sad is that? It took a lot. It took a long time, maybe like a year, 2 years, even longer than that, of me doing that, and then realising, what even is this? Like, who am I trying to please? Like, these people don't have my best interest. Some people do, don't get me wrong, I have some incredible friends, but realistically, everybody only wants what's best for them. And I know it sounds sad, and you might disagree with me, but people want the best version of you that serves them, not the best version of you that you want, right? Everybody else has their own incentive for you to become someone that best serves them. Even your family. Like, think about this for a second. Even your mother wants the best version of you that best serves them. What's the best version of you that's going to best serve them? Probably someone who goes to college, gets a degree, goes to university, whatever the hell it is. They have, they're on a stable job, nice girlfriend, stable house, maybe they have some kids. That's the best version of you that best serves them. Because in front of their mum friends, in front of other people, externally, makes them look like they did a good job raising you. You see, this is why so many, and again, it's not anybody's fault whatsoever, because a lot of people don't even realise it, but a lot of the time your family holds you back without even realising it, because they want the best version of you that best serves them. And especially if you're going into entrepreneurship, people don't like uncertainty, man. And if you don't have anybody else in your family that's took that risk, that's took that leap, it can be scary. Imagine hearing that. You raise a kid for 15, 16 years and they're like, hey, I'm going to go do something that nobody's ever done in our family. It might not work. 90% of people quit and become bums and never do anything with their lives, but I'm going to go for it anyway. Think about how that makes them feel. Or maybe don't, because you've got to be selfish sometimes. Put yourself over anybody else, and that doesn't mean be selfish or be a dickhead to anybody, but sometimes you have to, because the only person you're going to take to the grave is yourself. You're going to lose people. People come and go. My client success manager told me this quote and I loved it. It was, what was it? Oh, people come into your life for a reason, a season. I can't remember the last one, but it resonated so much. People come in for a reason, or maybe they come in for a season. You know, they come in for a month or two and then they go and it's sad, but that's okay. That was a season of my life that I'm happy that I had, but I've had to shed you now and move on to the next stage of my life, and that's okay, right? Holy shit, this video's been going for 10 minutes. Wow, I've been waffling. I'm nearly home now.